Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Genesis Alpha 1. There is our plant being delivered.
Have been refined.
And we do have a gardener up here. This is Cruz that we reallocated up here. He will get that glubra planted and then prune and harvest and trim, etc. to get it up to 2 atmosphere producing units, which means that we can add in 2 new crew members, and we'll do that very, very shortly. Obviously got to let those atmospheres be generated first of all. If we head down here, we have some sites to go check out. So we're going to take a look at this one first, and see what's on this planet. Let's swap out this as well for the power shotgun. There we go.
Launch sequence activated.
And hopefully we'll get something good down here. There's 3 sites in this system. Really hope one of these is going to be the faster Robotniks. Shotgun armed and ready. Light on. 1 unit for the crew to go and find. We'll let them go and find it. We'll go look for the site. And who knows, maybe we'll get some rocks on this planet as well, which means we'll be able to get that 1 remaining sample that we need. Plus, we'll also be able to sort of hopefully recuperate some of the biomass that we've used up. There's our site there. We've got some energy cells as well. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to recoup some of the biomass we used researching the alien ability, which we do need to implement. I forgot to do that. So we'll do that when we get back. We'll implement that healing ability into this clone, and then any future clones that we create should already have that ability implemented as well from this point on, unless we change it. Crew are under attack from something, I don't know what. Let's go and have a look. We've got the acid thrower. I've actually been given the acid thrower, so we'll have to add that to our sort of weapon list. We've got some mantis making their way in. Shotgun those out the way. There we go. Saw some biomass over here somewhere. There it is. The mantis are going around on both sides of the ship. Oh. Ah, wow, there's a whole horde of them coming from this side too, look. There we go, let's go grab that biomass. I don't think we've even finished on this planet yet, have we? There we go. Finally, they've finished grabbing that 1 piece of iron. So that's it. We're done on this planet. Got more incoming. We'll deal with those first. There we go. Now we'll scarp it. So 1 planet down, we didn't get what we really wanted, but we got something useful. We got the acid thrower, which is a pretty useful sort of area effect grenade weapon. I do prefer that over the acid rifle because it has that lingering acid effect, which means that other stuff that runs through that acid is also affected by it, rather than just whatever you hit. So that's quite a useful gun to have. We'll have to add that to our weapon rack. Let's go and implant that healing ability while we wait for that to be moved off. And that 1 piece of iron. So we go to healing and there we go, implant the healing ability. So now we take damage. You'll see the little vial next to my green locator is starting to fill. Once that fills up, I'll be able to trigger some healing. as and when I need it. And it can also heal nearby clones as well, which is another reason why it's so useful. Something has snuck on. Yeah, there we go. It's that dealt with. So let's go target the next planet in the system with a sight. Sinon or Light Zito. We'll go here because this one's got sulfur.
Harvester destination set.
9. Launch sequence activated. 7, 6.
Crew is on board.
4,
New materials have been
2,
refined.
1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
And let's hope we get something useful from this system. From this site. I want the Robotnik. Give me the Robotnik. Or the decontamination chamber. That would be nice too. So, they're off to do their thing. We're off to do ours. Let's go looking for that site. There it is. Crash the satellite. And we've got some bullets. Some more bullets. Oh, humanoids teleporting in. It's the green creatures that we were searching for ages to get the healing event. Does this mean we're going to drop healing 2 already? That'd be useful.
All phases complete.
Alright, what do we get? A suit upgrade. Increases heavy caliber consumption by 5%. Very nice. Got some energy cells.
Life form detected.
Ah, it's a rock. Ah, so there are rocks on this planet now. We need one that's going to drop a DNA sample. We've got lots of resource to collect on this planet, so we'll just leave the crew to it. It'll take them a little while to do it, but that's fine. And we'll just defend them, and hopefully we'll gain some DNA. Maybe some abilities out of this. Maybe some equipment samples, weapon samples. But we just want that one more rock sample, don't we? Oh, and there we go. That rock's glowing red, which suggests he's carrying an ability. He is. Is that the shield ability? It is. That's sample number 3 for that. No actual rock DNA. That's a little frustrating. We just need one more.
Life form detected.
Oh, I couldn't see them there. They're in the rocks, look. They managed to teleport themselves inside a rock. We got them. They're down.
Life form detected.
Something over here. That looks like a rock to me. Couple of rocks. Nope, just the one. Some biomass, but no DNA. Okay. Where's the crew gone? Oh wow, the harvest is full already. That was quick. They didn't mess around at all, did they? Alright, wait for one more attack. Anything?
Life form detected.
Yep, there we go. Something. It's a rock. It's 2 rocks. Come on, have some DNA. Nope. Just biomass. Okay. Never mind. Let's just make our way back on board.
10,
Who knows?
9,
If we know that there are rocks on this planet, that means that we can send the harvester down unaccompanied. When it comes back up, we might get some rocks brought back
2,
into the hangar bay, and we might get DNA that way without having to spend ages hovering around down here. So we might still be able to get that extra sample that we need without having to work too hard to try and find it, which would be useful. Plus we need to stay on board a little while to let that second atmosphere generate as well. At the moment we only have one of the 2 KOH atmospheres available. We still wait for the other one to be generated. Do have a little bit more lithium. Could make some more barriers. I've got only one in stock. Got 3 turrets in stock, but I don't want to start digging into those just yet because I've got quite a few turrets that are on the brink. That one's fine. I replaced that one recently. That one's getting a bit low. Only 130 rounds left. That one's pretty decent, 400, 170. So they kind of staggered a little bit, but you know, I don't want to spend too long on it. So let's go into the clone lab.
New materials have been refined.
We're going to bring in another crawl.
Cloning initiated.
And this is going to be for Scarred Ghoul, who has requested a clone. Just wait for that clone to be created. Again, we're letting the crew do the job so that hopefully by the time we've finished creating and naming this clone, the second atmosphere will be ready. We can go in and create the second clone.
Cloning done.
It's the new crew member notification. So Alvaro is going to get reprogrammed, or renamed, reprogrammed. So there we go. Scarred is now a member of the crew. We'll find a location to stash him in a moment. Probably stick him in one of the greenhouses. Do we have the other atmosphere yet? Not yet. Okay, could do with that being a little bit quicker. We'll come back and do that later. Let's send the harvester off to this planet again, actually. Yeah, let's go there again, because we can get that sulfur and another plant, which we don't really need, but we've got copper and iron. We need to get those started as well, don't we? Oops. Work on the copper. There we go. Oh, there's the new biosphere. So while we're back up here, let's get the next crawl clone created. And this is for JR of Rednecks Gaming. Has requested to join the crew. This one we will help speed up a little bit. I want to try and get back to the harvester. And these guys are probably going to end up in one of the greenhouses, you know, or split across the 2 greenhouses that we have. So Baxa is getting renamed. And there we go. New crewman Rednecks available for assignment. Welcome to the crew, guys. Harvester just arriving. Time that well. Very little sneaking on board. But we did get, yeah, I had a worry that as a result we might get an infestation brought back as well. That didn't kill it. There we go. It's spread there as well, look. And it's spread through there, which means it's probably going to appear in those corridors in a moment if we're not careful. Just make sure that we've cleaned out this room. Yep. Let's make our way through here. They're getting in each other's way, look. There we go. Yes, it has spread in here, look, I had a feeling it might do. We dealt with that quickly. It's trying to spread here. Saw the gas dissipating. Moved to there. Killed that bit. To try and sneak back behind me again. Doesn't look like it, so... To try and sneak its way through into here.
Acquired.
Doesn't look like it, but... We're checking just to make sure. All looks clean and clear. That's good. I'm not seeing any nodules on the floor. That shouldn't be there. Again, we've got that green glow through the window, which doesn't help. I'm trying to find a green fungal spore. But I think we're safe. I think we've cleaned it and cleared it. Yeah. We've dealt with that one. Okay, so let's send the crew back out again. We've cleaned that planet, cleaned that one, so just the one planet left. More uranium. We're going to have to trade out some of this uranium because we've got a lot, as you can see. But we'll launch the harvester. We're obviously going along because there's another site. Please be something useful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, something's loose.
Launch sequence activated.
Just have to trust that the crew can deal with it while we're dealing with the mission. Let's go with the shotgun this time, I think. Oh, it's going to have that foggy atmosphere, which might make it tricky to see. Oh, maybe not. Where is... Excuse me, where is our site? We've got ourselves a crashed harvester over here, look.
20%. 40%.
Something's coming. I don't see anything big moving, so I'm guessing whatever it is either being picked up by the ship first or is... Oh, no, there we go.
80%.
Telltale teleport signs. We're taking fire.
All phases complete.
I can't see what else is there. What have we got? The shotgun. The more traditional shotgun. Oh! Creature's somewhere here. There he is. There's three of them there, look. Got him. Got some energy cells to replenish what we lost. And let's use our healing ability. There we go. Very nice. Prepped ourselves a bit more health. Is there anything else in here that's attacked the crew yet? Have we got any telltale signs of biomass where there's been an attack? I don't think so. I think they came for us first. Oh. That's a big group, and they're quite well disguised in those plants. It's hard to see them. Now we've got them all. Let's heal up again. Excellent stuff. Our healing ability working very nicely there. Bad Wolf just getting a little healing going on himself. Misdegree looks to be fine. Oh, there is some biomass over here, look. Let's grab those. We'll help grab the sulfur. Oh, it's lithium, not sulfur. Alright, we'll grab it anyway. Where is this attack coming from? There we go, straight in front of us. Oh! Taking hits again. And then we've got another attack party teleporting in there. There we go. Harvester is full, so we'll go grab this biomass. Actually, I should have healed up first before I grab the biomass. Never mind. That's the other thing you've got to be wary of is, don't forget, of course, that anytime you grab biomass and you have any loss of health, instead of actually collecting biomass, you're just healing yourself, so... Make sure we're fully healed. Now this biomass will actually go into our storage tank. There we go. Now we'll take off.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So we got a couple of weapons
0.
from this system.
Detected.
That's going to help flesh out our choices a little bit. The shotgun isn't bad. It's more, I think, for close range than the power shotgun, with more medium range weapon. It might be the other way around. I forget which way. One of them's more sort of close range, the other one's more long range, or medium to long range. Watch those samples being removed there. What's left on this planet for us to grab? 2 more trips. Plus we need to finish grabbing this material as well. How much storage do we have left? Oh, we're running low. That's crept up pretty quickly. It's all that uranium, look. Again, we can limit how much of our storage is being used by creating new turrets and new barriers, and maybe even some more ammo. I'm looking at the iridium and the niter there, thinking we could maybe get some more weapon packs. We've got nothing for grenades. Now we have a grenade weapon, so I think we'll need niter for that, make some grenade ammo. Gas, I think we need iridium for that, maybe niter, I'm not sure. Might be sulfur. We'll have to check. We'll check our weapon workshop.
Materials have been refined.
There we
Harvester
go.
destination set.
Send the harvester out.
Resource acquired.
Take a trip into our workshop. Defenses, let's make another 2, 3 turrets. Energy barriers, make another 4 of those. Ammunition, bullets, lithium, sulfur for shells, iridium for heavy caliber, they're full. Niter for grenades. Let's make a couple of packs of grenades like that. There we go, fill the grenade rack up. And we can't produce gas ammo yet because we don't have a gas weapon. Speaking of weapons, here, it's not actually the terminal, is it? It's this terminal here. If we go to weapons, here is the difference in the shotgun. So this is what we have at the moment. You can see this is designed for close combat against tough enemies. So the other shotgun that we've just picked up is close combat and mid-distance encounters. It's more balanced. So better for ranged attacks. The power shotgun is obviously, that's the one that's carried by the mechanics. Is it the mechanics or the Freeman? I think it's the Freeman that carry those, and then I think the mechanics carry laser rifles. Or energy rifles, they might carry the energy rifles. But there's nothing we can research in here. We could add the shotgun to our weapon rack, we could add the new acid thrower to the weapon rack. That one I probably will do. So what do I want to take out? Let's take out the acid rifle
Materials have been refined.
for the acid thrower. So I've got acid, I've got energy. Let's switch out shotguns. There we go, for a bit. And then of course we've got the minigun. We're never dropping that from the rack. That thing's just too awesome. So let's see. We want to swap out this shotgun for the standard kind of shotgun, slightly rangier. We've got the energy rifle, we've got our acid thrower, and we've got our minigun. That's good. Ooh, hello. Is that rock? DNA. It is! As soon as I saw that shield aura thing, I thought, that's got to be... That's got to be rock DNA, and it was. So we can now research the rock clones. Let's pop into the clone lab. And let's carry out that research.
Resource acquired.
Processing.
There we go. Still not enough samples anywhere else to do any research. But things are coming together nicely. The crew of this should be ready for the next mission. They are. send them off.
New
This is the
material
last
harvester
run
destination set.
on this planet. In fact, oh, we've got another infestation.
5.
There we go. We've finished researching the rocks. So I think this is a fresh infestation that we brought back in with the last trip. We weren't here to kind of keep an eye on that, and it just kind of spread there. It's only on the one side, so it doesn't suggest that it's spread through here, but we'll check anyway just to be on the safe side. Because you know what happens when we don't check for infestations? The ship suddenly becomes overrun. And if we don't have, or we don't act quickly enough, we have all sorts of major issues. So, always better to be cautious. Always better to check.
New materials have been refined.
Nothing up here. Nowhere for it to escape through on that side. So, yeah, I think we did completely clean out that small infestation that came back. That's good. Nice and easy.
Harvester
Send off the ship.
destination set.
9.
Move. Ah, there we go. Hate getting caught up by those things. And let's get the teleporter going in here. Now that we've brought up all that copper. We need to clear up a little bit of space, so... Well, we've kind of done that already, haven't we? Yeah. More lithium available, look. So we could do more barriers. Got 5. Yeah, why not?
Processing.
Let's drop in an extra couple of barriers into the supply cabinet. Makes sense. Why not? Why not indeed?
New materials have been refined.
Just check all my barriers here. Go. Oh, 20. That barrier is it's about to go. That's still 85. That's still 470. That turret, fine. This one's got to be what, 10 rounds left now? Yeah, 10. Those barriers are all fine though, so we've got a little bit of a window. Here comes the harvester.
Landing sequence initiated.
Switch to our new shotgun.
Harvester has
It's got an ability, maybe? No. It was glowing red. Thought it might have an ability, but it didn't.
resources collected.
But we have brought back an infestation. Watching the gas. Where's it going to go
New
next?
materials have been refined.
Back in the same spot. Laser rifles can be more accurate for this. Burn that away. Not let it take hold anywhere. Yeah, it's dissipated. There we go. I think we have dealt with that before it's had a chance to take hold. That's good. Nothing on this side as well. So the ship has gone out for the last time in this system. You can see we've cleaned out these planets. Just need to get the last of that iron in from the teleporter.
New materials have been refined.
8 plus whatever's coming up now, so that's 7 when that one comes up. Let's check out our rock clones. They are NH3, so they're ammonia. We don't have an ammonia genesis candidate yet, so we don't really need rocks at all
Resource acquired.
on our ship. Bit of a shame because they are quite tough, but you know, with limitations on just how much a ship can, you know, how big a ship can be, because you run out of energy eventually. You have to plan ahead, and sticking in crew members that we're never going to probably need in terms of, you know, a mission just kind of seems a bit of a waste. So the plan for this ship, of course, is to do multiple Genesis missions, for the ship to be recycled and just have the captain come back with a skeletal crew. That's kind of the plan. We'll see how it goes. And last time out I said that we were Style Union when we unlocked Style Union 2. Of course we're not, we're General Ballistics. So a slight mistake there. Just saw it and just assumed that it was the corporation that we're flying with, but we're not. We're flying obviously with General Ballistics, not Star Union. So even though we're not flying with Star Union, because we hit their unlock requirement, which was to refine, I believe, 100 units of iron, because we hit that objective, it gave us the unlock, so that in the future, instead of going with just... Look at that, there's spiders hatching from those rocks there. Gotta be wary of that.
New materials have been refined.
Because we hit the unlock requirement, it means that next time, if we decide we want to start a brand new playthrough and play as Star Union, instead of going in at level 1, we can go straight in at level 2, now that we have access to them. So that's kind of a good thing. We're going to help teleport this iron in as quickly as we can. Then we're going to probably go find someone we can do some trading with. See Punetta making her way across. She can go use one of the other terminals. I'm using this one. We're going to help speed up how quickly we bring this iron on board so we can jump to another system.
New materials have been refined.
And now that we have a few more turrets in stock, I feel a little bit more secure. If we were to suddenly have a few turrets fail, we're not going to be completely defenseless and not be able to replace them. You know, we'll be relatively okay. As long as they don't all go at once, then we'll be good. But it means we can now think about going somewhere a little bit more dangerous again, now that we've kind of stocked up a little bit. Of course, it all depends on what we can find with those nearby merchants as well. We can find something that is really, really useful for us in terms of, you know, new facilities. You know, we do have a location for Clone Lab 2. We were looking at jumping over there, then we got kind of forced out of that area by not having any iridium and having to just hop away to escape the mechanics.
Resources collected.
Another clone coming in. Another rock, sorry. Is he going to drop any spiders?
Have been refined.
Does not appear to be. Anything below? Nope. See, for a second, I thought I saw a gas cloud coming up with him, but I guess not. And I think that was the last piece, was it? Yeah, that was the last piece. So we're done in this system. Again, I saw that little green glow there on the floor. Just immediately for a second thought, infestation. Sometimes the lighting makes me paranoid. So let's choose our next jump location. Oh. The Freeman are heading towards us pretty quickly. That's Burke. He's got 3 schemes. Oh, he's new. I don't recognise him. I'm going to jump there. It's going to be close to this Freeman here, but as I said before, I have never seen Freeman jump or mechanics jump into a system that I'm in if I'm in the same system as a merchant. I've never seen them do that before. It's like you think you can't have double occupation. And our shields are immediately taking a bit of a hit.
Welcome to the ship.
What is in the system with us?
Here you build and upgrade our
Is it
ship.
meteorites? It is.
Can also be deconstructed.
You can see we've got meteorites in the system and they're flaring our shields.
Or if you have other reasons to
Okay, so we've got to be quick. What's he carrying? Decontamination A. I don't know if that's the one I want. I think it might be decontamination B, but we'll trade for this anyway. There we go, and we're going to get out of the system. Who is this? Kaufman. Let's jump to Kaufman.
Prepare for hyperdrive.
Okay, so shields should go back up to full strength now. We're not in a dangerous situation. Let's just check, actually, was that the right module that I wanted? Decontamination A. That's the one I wanted. Okay. It's the corridor, not the block room. What's he offering? A panic room. Ooh. Tempting. Panic rooms can be useful. wants 30. You know what? We've got all that uranium.
Force field is at full strength.
There's our shields back up to full strength. We'll keep 10. That was our new kind of unwritten rule. There we go. So we've got the panic room. So you're carrying gold and copper. Yeah, we don't need those. We just given him the copper. We don't need the gold. Not yet. I don't think. Anyway, let me check actually. Decontamination room needs copper. And we've got copper. And it also uses up 10 energy. So the plan with this is to try and give us a little bit more security in certain places. This being one of those little places. This corridor just here. I'm going to actually take out... Let's zoom in. There we go. I'm going to take out these two pieces of corridor here. Or maybe these two. No, let's do these two. So let's take out this module. This is where I've got to be quick, because it's going to start to suck all the atmosphere out the second half of the ship, because that's the only connection to the second half of the ship. So I need to take that out, and I need to take that. It won't let me take that one out. Why not? Okay, let's put the corridor back in.
Power
I need to take
re-established.
this one first, I think. So let's take that one. There we go. Now I can take that one. Now we can go to defense, go to decontamination.
Power re-established.
And there we go. We have a decontamination corridor. So these are actually quite cool. And this is why I wanted decontamination A, the corridor, because the other decontamination, decontamination B, is a box room with an entrance only on one side of the box, and then exit on one side of the box. So it makes them awkward to drop into our existing ship. But this is the decontamination chamber. So you can see it has energy nodes in here, both on this level, and basically anything that comes in here gets gassed as it walks through these chambers, and it causes damage to them. So it's not a permanent block, and we still need to have turret checkpoints to help, but it will weaken enemies. Of course, they're only as good as these nodes being operational, and if these nodes take hits and damage and switch off, the room stops functioning as a decontamination corridor and just becomes a corridor. But it's a nice little sort of break point, and also can help out just defending the ship. So can I get another one in just here, I wonder? No, there's only one space just there. But we could possibly put one in just here as well, you see, between these rooms here. What about, if I go out a little bit more, what about down here? It's all very compact down here, so no is the answer. There's no point putting anything in up here with our engines. The other option, or other potential placement, would be here, going out to our biodomes, and that is something I do want to do. I want to protect heading out here towards the biodomes, so this is going to be trickier. I've got to figure out exactly where. I think it's going to be that one, then that one. Might potentially have to take out all three and then drop a corridor in. But of course these do take up 10 power, so there's only so many of these we can fit before we just run out of power. Let's try taking this one out. No, that's taking out the whole lot, look. So we need to put that connection back in.
Power re-established.
Which means I'm going to have to take that one, then that one, then that one, and then quickly drop a corridor back in there as well. This is going to be tricky. Got to do this just right. Come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. Corridor. Re-establish that corridor. Defense. Decontamination room turn.
Power
Drop. There we go.
re-established.
Whew. I've got to do that on the other side now. On the other side of the ship. But we now have this decontamination corridor here, which means that as guys run this way, if anything boards and tries to head out towards our greenhouses, as the invaders generally do like to tend to do, they will have to pass through that corridor, which means they will take a little bit of damage, and then we can theoretically have a turret here in this junction waiting for them when they get there as well. So that could make these, you know, much more secure. And again, remember I said we do need to make sure that we are protecting our greenhouses, because these are the heartbeat of our ship. Without the greenhouses, ain't no atmosphere. Without no atmosphere, ain't no crew. So yeah, we have to make sure that, you know, we look after our greenhouses. We can't just destroy them without there being dire consequences.
Power
And there we go. So once again, you want to see those in all their glory. We run up this way. Actually, we do need to go to a greenhouse, don't we? Because we need to allocate those staff members. We go through the decontamination chamber, and then we're here at the greenhouses. Let's get one in here.
Job assigned.
And then if we run through here, there's our other decontamination chamber. There's our other greenhouse.
Job assigned.
And there's our other new staff member. And we'll get them in here because this is the one we're going to be adding another plant to as soon as we can. Panic rooms, I may not bother adding in, but we've got the option if we need them. So let's take a look at our merchants. Lowell has nothing that we need. That's Adelsberger that we just jumped away from a moment ago. That is Burke. I don't think there's anything that we need from Burke. Eisenstein's got nothing that we need. Right, alien locations. See where the Fremen are. Obviously we can see 2 Fremen clouds floating around with mechanics right next door to them. Resource locations. We were looking for KOH planets, weren't we? We've got one actually over here. Is that too dangerous to go into? No, it's not. It's a low danger area by the look of it. A whole little cluster of systems here waiting to be explored. So let's jump here, grab that KOH plant for our greenhouse. We'll get everything in here scanned. How many people do I actually have on the bridge? I have got 2. Muka and Titus. So they'll be scanning away up here. Let's see, do we have knowledge of any of these debris fields yet? There's only one debris field. Well, let's start scanning it, pulling stuff up. Where's our KOH plant? There it is. Oh, there's a fern on there as well. Very nice. So we'll send the crew down for that. That's 2 trips to that planet. And I want to wait and see what else we kind of identify in this system. So I'll keep an eye on this screen for a moment. Wait for those question marks to disappear. Oh, there we go. An ammonia plant. There's a lot of ammonia plants. Some lithium and a site. What is in this? Oh, copper. Okay, that's useful. We can trade the copper. Which planet is next? Parsonzi? I'm guessing on pronunciation there. Or Zervanok. It's Zervanok. Lithium. Another hydrochloric acid plant. We are rapidly running out of space for actually workable materials. We're just getting plants. Look at that. 14, 18, 19 plants. That's insane. We've only got 13 spaces at the moment for actual resources in our deposit. Oh, that's interesting. I'm looking at that there on our screen here. You can see on the right hand side the energy section. It says shield 1 of 4.
Harvester has
We can only run 4 shields on this ship. I'm surprised at that. 3 of 3 hyperdrives. Doesn't say anything about generators, does it? Maybe the shield allocation will go up when we add in that 5th and final generator. Who knows? Yeah, oh, definitely brought an infestation back with us. I was just wondering if we had. It's definitely gone. It's back again, look. Now I think it's gone. It's amazing how fast that stuff grows. That plant is going to go straight into our greenhouse. It's going to enable us to bring in another 2 crew members. So let's beam our way back up to the top of the ship. And I think it's this one. Yes, this is the one we want. Bring up that glubra. There we go.
New materials have been refined.
So that's another 2 crew members that we'll be adding in at the start of the next episode, because once again we have run out of time. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more new crew here on HMS or USS JBPG with some more Genesis Alpha 1 on the PS4 very soon.